As you can tell by the wonderful graphics, I am playing some Kerbal Space Program. So I'm just doing a basic tutorial on how to get into orbit and how to come back to Earth if you so wish to do that sort of thing. So I shall throw together a basic ship that will do exactly that. Right, so first we need a basic command module which will house Kerbal, or Kerbin, whatever the hell they call the people here. So we're going to use a command pod Mark 1, which is like the simplest one you can use. We shall put that there, and then we'll need I think we'll put a separator on from the structural panel to break this away upon re-entry. So we'll use a standard one, a TR18 stack decoupler. That's a stock part. I've modded this quite a lot, so there's some stock fuel tanks and whatnot on. So now we shall put a stability thing on, just to keep it a bit more stable when we're going up. So choose the inline advanced stabilizer. As you can see on the right here, there is stages. 0 will happen last, 1 will happen next to last, 2 before that, etc, etc. I'll show you when it comes up more. So we shall now put a parachute on their command module when we are coming back down, which should be in the last stage. Sorry. So now put that on the nose there. So we've got that and the separation thing, the same one, which we don't want. Piss off, Steam. I should have disabled this. So we'll add a new one in there. Put the separator in. So the separator will go, and then the parachute will go after that. So now we want to put a fuel tank on for our final stage, which it's the final sort of stage of the rocket. So we'll put a normal. That's the wrong one. That's a modded tank. We need a proper ordinary fuel tank. So we shall use a FLT 800 fuel tank. Whack that on. Got a big capacity of 360 litres of liquid fuel. I think it's 360 litres, 360 anything really. So now we'll put a regular engine on, which we'll use whatever got the most power, because that's what we want really. Oh, that's good. I think that's a vectoring one, so we shall use the LV245, whatever it is. You saw it. Now we'll go back to a structural one, and we need to put another separator on so this can break away once our initial stage is completed. So put another TR18A stack decoupler on, which automatically covers it up like that. We'll go back to here in the propulsion tab, and we shall put a big ass jumbo fuel tank on to get us into orbit, because why the hell not? So it's probably a bit big for the spaceship and not very aerodynamic, but hey ho, it gets us there. So we shall put Rocco Max mainsail liquid engine in, which is a huge thing. So we'll do that. As you can tell now by the order of this, first this rocket will launch, which uses the fuel from that, of course. Then once we've done with that, we hit space, and then this decoupler will activate, which decouples this entire stage here from this end stage. And then after that, it fires the engine. We should probably put them in both on the same one, so just click and drag and drop it into the same stage, and then it will decouple this command module from this once we've done with it, and then it will finally do the parachute when you hit space again. So this is pretty much something you can get into space with right now, but we'll decide if you add in touchlines. Well, it's structural, to stop this from wavering about, we'll put some strut connectors on. There's also this, which keeps it in the right place though, so you can have it straight instead of being like slightly off like that, or you can have it circular, which just lets you put it anywhere the hell you want. And then we want 4 of them, so we'll put this symmetry mode onto 4 by repeatedly clicking it, and then we shall select there and click on there, and that puts the 4 strut connectors on, as you can see. Task number 2 is to put some winglets on, I think, so we should go to aerodynamics just to get a bit of extra control. Again, leave it on 4 and the angle snaps that, and we should put 4 of them on there. What else should we do? We'll put some launch struts on as well, launch stability enhancers. Put 4 of them on about there. So this is pretty much ready to go, I think. What I may do just to demonstrate how to get further, we shall put around here. We shall put 4 of these hydraulic detachment manifolds from the structure panel, and we shall attach some small liquid booster just to give us an extra bit of boost on the launching. So some RT10 solid fuel boosters, we'll put them onto there. So once we break these away using the stage there, which we're going to want to do after we've finished with the is move these struts down into the initial stage, because well, that's a launch. We've got 4 of them, and we need to make sure that engine as well is in the initial stage. So we have that, so that's perfect now. We shall put some, go into the aerodynamics tab and put some aerodynamic nose cones on these things just to make it a bit better. And then I think we should be ready to go now actually. You can rename it up here by clicking the box, renaming it and just clicking outside. So we should click the launch button up to our right here. It does take a while to load for some stupid reason. I'm running at 1080p on full screen I suppose, but even so, should be able to handle it. Right, here we go. And this is our ship. Hopefully this works. I've never tried it with the thrusters on the side before. We can just detach them if they don't really work that well. So I'll put the throttle up to about there. As you can see here, you throttle up by pressing shift, throttle down by pressing control. We'll enable the stability enhance the advanced SAS module by pressing T. And then we shall hit space to launch and hope for the best. And we are off. Right, so I just want to accelerate up here. We're nearing 1,000 metres already. That's the advantage of having these wonderful solid rocket boosters on the side. You can actually get really tall ones that do a lot more than these do. Last a lot longer, but I thought they might be a little OTT for the moment. So as you can see, these run out of fuel really quickly down here. 4,000 metres. Okay, these are going to run out now, so we press space, that detaches them. Might need a little extra throttle on the main engine just for a minute or two, although you only need to keep about 150 metres a second in reality. So we'll just put it down onto a 3rd throttle, I think. It should start speeding up soon as the gravity has less of a hold on us. So once we get to about 10,000 metres we are going to bank to our right by pressing the D key, of course. So you can see we're picking up speed again now, even though we're on quite a thrust, because the altitude isn't the gravity isn't affecting us that much anymore. So we should whack it onto there. Actually, I might put it up a little bit to about there. Put a bit of extra throttle and just get the speed up a bit. You can see we've actually gone off. Oh no, we haven't. We're fine. Shut up, Skype. I should put that on busy as well. We need to get out to about 2,000 metres a second, I think. That's pretty easy once you get to a certain height. Put a bit of extra throttle on, as you can see we're heading that way, so we're sort of losing momentum, so it should bring it back up. As you can see we're quite high now, and the fuel on this is nearly running out, so I want to calm that down a little. About 30,000, we need to get up to about 50,000 ideally. I'm sure the fuel lasted longer than this last time. Right, as you can see we're actually properly in space now, so we will whack onto the side here because their upward momentum is going to keep us going for quite a while. Still, you can see we're moving up as we're on here. So we need to detach that now and the engine's fired from there. So we just need to build up the speed a bit now really. This burns down quite quick as well, so just keep it going for a few seconds. Right, we're in a good orbit now, so we need to go on to map by pressing M. Well, we're not actually in orbit, we're just going to get carried back down, so what we need to do is set a manoeuvre, just like a few inches in front here. That's in 30 seconds, that's going pretty quick. So we need to drag that down there to get the orbit like that, and drag this out to get the orbits circular. I'll fuck that up a bit. And drag that out again. Drag that back a bit, because this is going to be, ooh Jesus, a huge orbit. Needs to be quick with this actually. We're right on it pretty much. Now I'm going to have to start this again. I've missed the, I think I've missed the place where we need to do it. So we're going to have to put it about here now. This is going to do us quite a high orbit, I believe. Now we'll do it about here. Shut up, Skype, I am not interested. Right, so let's get that going to about there. Maybe a bit more. Bit less. Just drag that out a bit. Drag that back in a bit. And hit M again. And now we need to line this up on our screen with the target there. We've got 7 seconds to do it. Oh. Apparently we're already in orbit, what? Okay, this is the first time that this has happened. Oh, that's why it's showing us the wrong sodding thing. So we'll go there. I've just wasted a bit of fuel that I could have done without wasting there. So we shall go to the new target, which is the right place. And then we just wait for 37 seconds, as you can see here. Sorry, 1 minute and 5 seconds until we need to do a 37-second burn, which will probably waste about half the fuel in this goddamn tank. If you have the deuterium and fusion engines, it lasts a lot longer than these ones do, which is why I use them for getting to the moon and whatnot. You can actually get to the moon on this amount of fuel and probably get back again, but it's still a pain in the ass having to use shitty engines that don't last 2 minutes. You can actually speed warp as well, so we'll probably hit it up onto double time, so we can... But up on the top left you got like fast forward things here, so we've got 8 seconds to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh, it goes down to like 30 odd seconds now. You just see the fuel going down there, I don't like that. Well, we've got 20 seconds of burn left. I'm probably going to slap it down in the ocean somewhere. Once I'm going in back into the orbit. Going back into Earth, I mean. It starts to go out, so you just need to keep up with it a bit. That'll do. Now we are actually in orbit. As you can see from here, we've missed the thing of it because I've burned in the wrong places, but it's pretty much in the orbit that I planned. It's going to go out quite a bit though, it's going to go out to 332,000 metres. I wanted it more like 100,000, but that's what you get for using MechJeb for the past few months, which doesn't work with the latest update. Right, so I think we'll do this a little bit of a spacewalk. We can click EVA on the hair little character. And then we can just let go. He's not actually connected to the ship. We need RCS on, so we'll put RCS on, and then we can fly around and we will stay in orbit as will our ship. It's quite hard to get back to the spaceship, I'll say that much. You need a Kerbal in your spaceship to control it as well, so if I lose this fellow, I might not be able to get him back onto the underside of this ship. I'm going to be pretty screwed. Press control to go down, shift to go up, of course. Come on. Aha! We got him. Board, get in. Stupid fool. You also run out of fuel on these packs and all, so you've not got a huge amount of time to meet up with Mr. Spaceship, you know. Right, we've grabbed. Let's get in. We're back in. Right, so now we need to sort out a manoeuvre to get us back onto Earth. So I think we'll put, as I said, we'll put it in the ocean. So we'll put a manoeuvre in about here in half an hour, but we won't be waiting that long. So we shall drag that down into a nice place in the ocean. So I think that will do. Actually, no, we'll put it into actually, yeah, first one will be best. I think we'll slap it right in the middle of here, because sometimes you can miss and end up on land if you're not careful. So we shall fast forward through time until that particular moment. Takes a couple of seconds though. Put on the next level. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 10, 9, 8. Right, we've got 9 seconds until burn now. So let's slap into the ocean over there somewhere. It's probably going to burn our last of air fuel up. As I said, it'll probably just slap us into land somewhere if anything. That should put us in the ocean now, really. Although that's pointing to land now for some really stupid reason. So I'll just cut that out because apparently we're going to land just in the ocean now. So we'll speed this up a bit. Should be able to see us going through the atmosphere in a few seconds. I'll triple the speed up again. Should be coming in over there somewhere. So we may as well. I'm going to say this. Hopefully, may as well detach our fuel tank now, and then get a ship ready for re-entry. By doing that, it's pointing it the wrong way. This one, when they cross the middle, is pointing it the opposite way to where you're going. So you can see we're now re-entering. This doesn't matter. You can usually just, you know, whack it in and nothing will burn up. But looks pretty cool with the glowing orange underside. Let's see how it looks from Mr. Kerbal. Ooh, that looks pretty scary. Looks pretty cool as well, actually. Yeah, okay, we're going to land on land apparently. So let's just get it straight up. Actually, no, let's do it like that, because we're going to be doing our parachute in a minute. We'll wait till it gets down to about 1,000 and then we'll do our parachute. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's put it back to normal speed. We'll get down to about 600 perhaps. Maybe 5 then. Let's hit the parachute, there we go. This actually gone quite well. I was expecting it to blow up the first few times, and see as it's my first recording, it's pretty good. Now as you can see the manoeuvres going crazy, so we just go back into map and just delete that manoeuvre by clicking on it and pressing the X next to it. As you can see. Just speed the shit up a bit without waiting. This is forced, this actual time acceleration, so if you leave it too late, sometimes your parachute can break and you won't actually get to Earth safely. So we'll leave it till about now, and then we'll just watch it as it courses. A bit of graphical glitches there, it is alpha, bearing in mind. It's on like 0.21 at the moment, and we're going to intercept the ground soon. And that's it, we have returned back to Earth from orbit. I shall do a proper one on like using mods and stuff soon, with the Detroitium tanks, the fusion engines and whatnot. So thank you for watching. I shall be back soon with more.